What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Well, in today's video, I will show you the top 10 anime where the overpowered MC can't control his power. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you want a part 2, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to join on my Discord server and support me on Patreon. Links are in the description. Anyways, let's start the video.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
In the 10th place, we have Scarlet Fragment. Gods and ghosts only exist in fairy tales, right? That's the impression that high school girl Tamki Kasuga has before she goes to live with her grandmother in the remote village of Kufumura. After being attacked by strange creatures upon her arrival, she is soon informed that females in her family contain the blood of the Tamayori princess, who has the responsibility and power of keeping gods and ghosts sealed away so that they can't harm the general public. At first, Tamaki has trouble believing this, but having 5 beautiful young men following her everywhere she goes, acting as her guardians, goes a long way towards convincing her. There's more to this job than Tamaki first realizes, however, and the path that lies ahead of her is fraught with peril and danger. Will she be able to successfully take on the heavy role that has been placed on her shoulders? In at number 9 is Sacred 7. Alma Tenjoji lives a lonely life. One day, Rui Alba, a girl accompanied by her butler and maids, visits him. Knowing the power of Sacred 7 is latent within Alma, she asks him to lend her his powers. However, he refuses and drives her away since he has injured many with his unusual strength in the past. Meanwhile, a fiendish dark stone creature suddenly appears in this peaceful town in the Kanto region. Only Alma's power of the Sacred 7 can fight against it, but Alma just lets his power run amok and things begin to get worse. Rui raised her gemstone in order to release his true abilities. My soul I give to you. With Rui's wishes graved in it, will Alma be able to defeat the Dark Stone? At number 8 is Black and White Warriors, a story about 2 young demons who are always slacking off at work, a place that happens to be an organization that vows to keep the balance between the worlds of the living and dead by killing humans. The opposite bank of Lead River is Boundary Realm with All Night Along, keeping the balance of the world's deaths by ghost messengers. Black and White Warriors are ghost messengers collecting spirits from the human realm. Zhao Hai and Zhao Bai, a pair of black and white warriors at the bottom, whose relationship became delicate after experiencing the incident that happened inside the 100 Ghost Great Seal. At the same time, Zhao Bai's true identity began to surface. At number 7 is Cass Hearn Sins. In a distant future, Earth has become a wasteland and humanity as we know it has died out. All that remains are sentient robots. They were supposed to be able to live forever, until the one called Luna died and the ruin started. Their bodies will rust and there is nothing that can be done to fix it. Now the robots are only left to contemplate their deaths, kept going only by the rumor that if they eat the one called Cass Hearn, they will gain immortality. Cass Hearn knows nothing about his past, why he exists, or what he is, but he must find out or he will face the constant torment of being hunted by robots who don't want to die. Cass Hearn leaves death wherever he goes, but he must face it if he is to find out the truth of this world. At number 6 is Hakkenden, 8 Dogs of the East. The village of Otsuka, home to Shino Inuzuka, Sasuke Inokawa, and Hamaji, was lit on fire under the preconception that a virus had seen all of its life eradicated. Now surrounded by flames and on the verge of death, the 3 were approached by a strange man holding a sword. He tells them that they must reach a decision if they want to live. That night changed everything for these children. 5 years later, the family of 3 now lives under the watchful eye of the small imperial church in a nearby village. All is fine and dandy until the church attempts to reclaim the demonic sword of Murasame. To accomplish this, they kidnap Hamaji to lure Shino, now a bearer of Murasame's soul, and Sasuke, who possesses the ability to transform into a dog. The brothers must put their differences aside to rescue their beloved sister from the church in the imperial capital, signaling the beginning of a very difficult journey. In at number 5 is Twin Star Exorcists. Magano, a parallel realm filled with monsters known as Kigare, is a place where exorcists deal with all impurities. Binio Adashino is a prodigy exorcist who is recognized for her strength and is summoned to Tokyo by the Exorcist Union. On her way, she plummets into the arms of Rokuro Inmedao, a young exorcist with a troubled past. But the impurities of Magano do not rest. When these two exorcists witness a couple of children stolen by a Kigare, Binio rushes to save them, dragging Rokuro along with her into Magano. Engaged in a fight she is on the verge of being defeated in, Binio is saved by Rokuro, revealing himself capable of being her rival in talent. Sosei no Onmyoji tells the story of two talented exorcists who are destined to become the Twin Star Exorcists, and the prophesied parents of the Miko, the reincarnation of the Abe no Saime, who will cleanse the world of all impurities. In at number 4 is Literary Stray Dogs. For weeks, Atsushi Nakajima's orphanage has been plagued by a mystical tiger that only he seems to be aware of. Suspected to be behind the strange incidents, the 18-year-old is suddenly kicked out of the orphanage and left hungry, homeless, and wandering through the city. While starving on a riverbank, Atsushi saves a rather eccentric man named Osamu Daizai from drowning. Whimsical suicide enthusiast and supernatural detective, Daizai has been investigating the same tiger that has been terrorizing the boy. Together with Daizai's partner, Dappo Kunikita, they solve the mystery, but its resolution leaves Atsushi in a tight spot. As various odd events take place, Atsushi is coerced into joining their firm of supernatural investigators, taking on unusual cases the police cannot handle, alongside his numerous enigmatic co-workers. And at number 3 is The Disastrous Life of Seiki Kusuo. To the average person, psychic abilities might seem a blessing. For Kusuo Seiki, however, this couldn't be further from the truth. Gifted with a wide assortment of supernatural abilities ranging from telepathy to X-ray vision, he finds this so-called blessing to be nothing but a curse. As all the inconveniences his powers cause constantly pile up, all Kusuo aims for is an ordinary, hassle-free life, a life where ignorance is bliss. Unfortunately, the life of a psychic is far from quiet. Though Kusuo tries to stay out of the spotlight by keeping his powers a secret from his classmates, he ends up inadvertently attracting the attention of many odd characters, such as the empty-headed Riki Nindo and the delusional Shun Kaido. Forced to deal with the craziness of the people around him, Kusuo comes to learn that the ordinary life he has been striving for is a lot more difficult to achieve than expected. At number 2 is Beyond the Boundary. Mirai Kiriyama is the sole survivor of a clan of spirit world warriors with the power to employ their blood as weapons. As such, Mirai is tasked with hunting down and killing Yumu, creatures said to be the manifestation of negative human emotions. One day, while deep in thought on the school roof, Mirai comes across Akihito Kambara, a rare half-breed of Yumu in human form. In a panicked state, she plunges her blood saber into him, only to realize that he's an immortal being. From then on, the two form an impromptu friendship that revolves around Mirai constantly trying to kill Akihito in an effort to boost her unwavering confidence as a spirit world warrior. Eventually, Akihito also manages to convince her to join the literary club, which houses two other powerful spirit world warriors, Hirumi and Mitsuki Nase. As the group's bond strengthens, however, so does the tenacity of Yumu around them. Their misadventures will soon turn into a fight for survival, as the inevitable release of the most powerful Yumu, Beyond the Boundary, approaches. And then finally at number 1 is Mob Psycho 100. 8th grader Shigeo Mob Kageyama has tapped into his inner wellspring of psychic prowess at a young age. But the power quickly proves to be a liability when he realizes the potential danger in his skills. Choosing to suppress his power, Mob's only present use for his ability is to impress his longtime crush, Shubomi, who soon grows bored of the same tricks. In order to effectuate his control, Mob enlists himself under the wing of Urataka Reagan, a con artist claiming to be a psychic, who exploits Mob's power for pocket change. Now, exercising evil spirits on command has become a part of Mob's daily, monotonous life. However, the psychic energy he exerts is barely the tip of the iceberg. If his vast potential and unrestrained emotions run berserk, a cataclysmic event that would render him completely unrecognizable will be triggered. The progression towards Mob's explosion is rising, and attempting to stop it is futile. Well, this was today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel, and also enter my server in Discord. The link will be in the description of the video. Anyway, see you in the next video.
Enjoy the climb, eh? Enjoy the grind, eh? You never really know what's on the other side till you give that shit a try. Know the limit is the sky, eh? Make them take it back, what they said about you. Every time they doubt you, make that shit about you. Forget about the clout, yo.